Imagine two men. One is a brilliant Harvard-educated executive who made millions in the tech boom, lived in a mansion, and spent money like it was going out of style. The other is a quiet janitor from Vermont who lived in the same small house for 50 years and drove a used car. When the janitor died, the world was shocked. How could a man who earned minimum wage leave behind a fortune larger than most CEOs? This isn't a fairy tale. It's the reality of the psychology of money. Finance is the only field where a person with no formal education can outperform someone with a PhD. Why? Because doing well with money has very little to do with how smart you are and everything to do with how you behave. Today, we're going to uncover the 10 psychological traps that are keeping you broke and the simple shifts in mindset that can turn you into a wealth-building machine.
Let's dive in. Meet Jimmy. Jimmy just spent his entire bonus on a down payment for a luxury sports car. He thinks, when people see me in this car, they'll think I'm successful, smart, and important. But here's the paradox. No one is impressed with Jimmy. They are only impressed with the car. They are using his car as a canvas for their own fantasies. This is the man in the car paradox. We spend money we don't have to buy things we don't need, to impress people we don't even like. And the irony? Those people aren't even looking at us. True wealth is what you don't see. It's the cars not purchased, the diamonds not bought, the first-class tickets not booked. Wealth is the financial assets that haven't yet been converted into the stuff you see. If you want to be wealthy, you have to kill your ego before it kills your bank account. Most people view a market crash as a fine. They feel like they've done something wrong or that the system is broken. They feel the pain of losing money, and their first instinct is to run away. But successful investors view market volatility as a fee. Think of it like a ticket to Disneyland. The long lines and the high prices aren't a punishment. They are the price of admission for the magic. In the world of investing, volatility is the price you pay for long-term returns. If you want the 10% annual growth, you have to be willing to pay the fee of seeing your account drop 20% every few years without panicking. Getting rich and staying rich are two completely different skills. Getting rich requires optimism, risk-taking, and boldness. You have to put yourself out there. But staying rich, that requires the opposite: humility, fear, and a healthy dose of paranoia. The best investors have a barbell personality. They are incredibly optimistic about the next 10 years, but they are terrified of what might happen tomorrow. They have a margin of safety. They know that the most important part of any plan is having a plan for when the plan doesn't go according to plan. If your strategy requires everything to go perfectly for you to succeed, you don't have a strategy. You have a hope, and hope is not a financial plan. Pessimism is seductive. It sounds smarter than optimism. If someone tells you the world is ending, we call them a prophet. If someone tells you things will get better, we call them a dreamer. Progress happens too slowly to notice, but setbacks happen too quickly to ignore. Growth is driven by the quiet work of millions of people solving small problems every day. Destruction is driven by a single event that makes the headlines. The highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. More than a fancy house or a prestigious title, control over your time is the greatest predictor of happiness. This is the ultimate dividend that money pays. Many people trade their time to get more stuff, only to realize that the stuff doesn't make them happy because they no longer have the time to enjoy it. Savings aren't just for a rainy day or retirement at 65. Savings are freedom. They are the ability to wait for a better job, the ability to pivot your career, and the ability to say no to things that drain your soul. The biggest mistake we make is taking financial cues from people playing a different game than we are. A day trader has different goals than a 30-year investor. A billionaire has different risks than someone starting with $1,000. Master your own psychology. kill your ego, pay the price of admission, and most importantly, stay in the game. Because in the end, money isn't about math. It's about freedom. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to Willy Finance for more deep dives into the hidden realities of money. See you in the next one.